Welcome, everyone. Today, we're exploring something honestly, truly profound. What if I told you that one of the absolute most powerful methods for bodily healing is completely free? It's backed by rigorous biophysics and, well, it's sitting literally right beneath your feet. In today's explainer, we're going to look really closely at the incredible science of barefoot walking. We'll be drawing extensively on the groundbreaking work and the amazing legacy of the late Dr. Stephen T. Sinatra, a pioneering cardiologist, to unpack exactly how this zero-cost modality can fundamentally change our health. Let's dive in. So here's our agenda for today. First, the silent inflammation epidemic. Second, Earth's natural healing energy. Third, the great modern disconnect. Then we'll cover healing blood and nerves, followed by healing through viral pandemics, and finally, how to join the barefoot walking movement. Okay, Section 1, the silent inflammation epidemic. You know, when we get an injury or an infection, acute inflammation is totally normal. It's a healthy immune response. But the real danger? That lies in chronic low-grade inflammation. This happens when old injuries, maybe some unrecognizable dental issues, or just general immune distress create these hidden little pockets inside the body. And these pockets, they steadily release toxins right into adjacent healthy tissues, sometimes for years. Researchers often call this silent inflammation, and it's pretty widely acknowledged across the scientific community as the underlying root cause of almost all non-communicable diseases. We're talking everything from cardiovascular issues to diabetes and even neurodegeneration. Standard medicine often struggles with this silent enemy, mostly relying on pharmaceuticals that can, frankly, carry significant side effects. But integrative medicine, it looks to nature's absolute most profound healing force, a direct physical connection to the earth. Moving right along to Section 2, Earth's natural healing energy. So here's the crucial thing to understand. Our planet isn't just a lifeless rock. It's actually a massive, electronically active, and completely dynamic battery. Solar winds constantly enter the magnetosphere, and literally thousands of lightning strikes happen every single minute around the equator. All of this pumps a massive, constant current of free electrons directly into the Earth's surface. Basically, the ground we walk on is absolutely teeming with an infinite supply of negative charge. And it's not just static energy either. The Earth constantly vibrates at a dynamic fundamental frequency of 7.83 Hertz. You might have heard of it. It's known as the Schumann resonance. This electromagnetic frequency is incredibly important because it actively synchronizes with human biological rhythms. It perfectly harmonizes with our own hormonal and nervous systems, but only when we are in direct physical contact with it. Researchers and health advocates have actually coined a term for this natural phenomenon, vitamin G, with the G, of course, standing for grounding or barefoot walking. Think of vitamin G as this regenerative, totally zero-cost supply of Earth's free electrons. When we absorb them into our body through our bare feet, these free electrons act as a rapid, incredibly powerful natural antioxidant. They neutralize harmful free radicals and facilitate profound, deep-rooted healing across all of the body's systems. Which brings us to Section 3, the great modern disconnect. If this incredible healing energy is literally right beneath our feet, how on earth did we unknowingly sever our biological connection to it? Well, there's a shocking historical correlation that really clears this up. Right around the mid-1950s, the shoe industry made a massive global shift. We transitioned away from traditional, naturally conductive leather soles and moved to non-conductive synthetic rubber and plastic soles. The timeline is wild. The introduction of synthetic shoes almost perfectly mirrors the exponential, skyrocketing growth of diabetes over that exact same period. Historically, we humans either engaged in barefoot walking or we wore leather footwear. Leather naturally absorbs moisture and maintains a conductive affinity with the earth. But today, a staggering 95% of all shoes on the market use insulating synthetic materials. By completely blocking our natural biophysical connection to the earth, we've basically unknowingly trapped ourselves in this disconnected state. Research suggests that this specific biophysical disconnect induces sudden blood glucose spikes and invites a whole host of chronic inflammatory illnesses. Let's look at what this means internally in Section 4, healing blood and nerves. This is where the amazing legacy of cardiologist Dr. Stephen T. Sinatra truly shines. We know that thick, clumped blood is a massive risk factor for cardiovascular events. Well, Dr. Sinatra's research proved that barefoot walking dramatically increases something called the zeta potential of our red blood cells. By absorbing those electrons from the earth, our blood cells gain a stronger net negative charge. So just like magnets with the same polarity, they naturally repel each other. They literally stop clumping and they begin to flow freely and smoothly. And the numbers on this are absolutely staggering. His research documented a 273% reduction in blood viscosity, meaning blood thickness, after just 2 hours of barefoot walking. 2 hours! A 273% reduction. This naturally thins the blood, vastly improving circulation and significantly lowering the risk of cardiovascular events and clotting, all without a single pharmaceutical. But it goes way beyond our blood. Barefoot walking also yields a rapid, completely measurable shift in our nervous system and our heart rate variability, or HRV. Get this, within just 20 minutes of barefoot walking, your body actually shifts out of sympathetic dominance, that's your stressful fight or flight mode, and drops right into profound autonomic balance and parasympathetic calm. By simply regulating the autonomic nervous system and providing those free electrons, barefoot walking triggers this broad-spectrum physiological healing. The studies indicated stabilized blood glucose levels, significantly accelerated tissue repair, better facial blood flow, and enhanced vagal tone. They even saw this in highly stressed premature infants placed in grounded environments. And, for sure, it leads to documented improvements in deep, restorative sleep. It's essentially a full-body reset. Let's dive into Section 5, Healing Through Viral Pandemics. Now, during the recent global health crisis, a fascinating observational study was conducted at Basra University College of Medicine in Iraq. They looked at 59 COVID-19 patients. The researchers wanted to see if grounding the patients could help neutralize the massive influx of free radicals and actually prevent the life-threatening inflammatory cascades that were so commonly associated with the virus. The results? Incredibly compelling. They saw rapid immune recovery and distinct improvements in fever, breathing, and body aches within just 1 to 3 days. But the absolutely crucial takeaway is this number right here, 0. Out of the 59 grounded patients, there were absolutely 0 thrombosis complications. No blood clotting issues whatsoever, which we all know was one of the most severe and dangerous complications of the virus. Barefoot walking provided a safe, highly effective way to support the body's natural immune recovery without adding a single negative side effect. Finally, Section 6, Join the Barefoot Walking Movement. Look, we have to remember that barefoot walking is a purely natural biophysical process. It perfectly harmonizes with human evolution and our fundamental physiology. It has 0 side effects, and best of all, it costs absolutely nothing. It is completely accessible to everyone, everywhere. All you have to do is step outside and place your bare feet onto the earth. Honestly, it's arguably the most powerful non-pharmacological, anti-inflammatory intervention available to us today. Before we wrap up, we want to briefly pay our deepest respects to the late Dr. Stephen T. Sinatra. His lifelong dedication to cardiovascular health, and specifically his co-authored article in the Biomedical Journal, provided the deep scientific evidence and foundation for literally everything we discussed in today's explainer. His incredible work continues to bring profound healing to people all over the entire world. So, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you ready to take your shoes off and reconnect with the earth? You now understand the silent, hidden danger of chronic inflammation, and you know that the ultimate, infinite supply of healing energy is waiting literally right outside your door. I challenge you to step outside today, kick off those synthetic shoes, and start barefoot walking. Reclaim your natural vitality and start reversing those modern lifestyle diseases today. To continue your journey and connect with others, we highly encourage you to join the National Barefoot Walking Movement Headquarters Naver Cafe, where you can share various healing information together with a truly passionate community. If you found this explainer helpful, please show your support by subscribing, liking, and turning on notifications, and please also check the explainer description. Thank you so much for learning with us, and happy barefoot walking!